In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to duplicate a pivot table in Excel. First, open Microsoft Excel and go to the workbook that contains the pivot table you want to duplicate. Duplicating a pivot table is useful when you want to create another report from the same source data without having to build everything again from the beginning. It can save time and make it much easier to compare different views of your data side by side. There are two simple ways to do this, and both are helpful depending on what you need. The first method is to copy and paste the pivot table itself. Start by clicking anywhere inside the pivot table. Then press Ctrl and A on your keyboard. In some cases, you may need to press it twice to make sure the entire pivot table is selected, not just part of it. This is important because you want to copy the full report structure, including its layout and fields. Once the whole pivot table is selected, press Ctrl and C to copy it. Next, click the destination cell where you want the duplicate pivot table to appear. Choose a location with enough empty space so the pasted pivot table does not overlap with other data on the worksheet. Then, press Ctrl and V to paste it. After pasting, you'll have a new pivot table that stays connected to the same source data as the original. Even though it uses the same data, you can still change the layout of the duplicated pivot table independently. That means you can rearrange fields, apply a different summary view, or build a second report for comparison, all without starting over. The second method is to duplicate the entire worksheet. This option is especially helpful if your sheet contains not only the pivot table, but also supporting notes, formatting, charts, or other related content that you want to keep together. To do that, right-click the Worksheet tab that contains the pivot table. From the menu, select Move or Copy. In the dialog box that appears, check the option labeled Create a Copy and then click OK. Excel will create an exact duplicate of that worksheet, including the pivot table. This gives you a full copy to work with, which can be useful if you want to preserve the original sheet while making changes to the new one. Both methods are quick and effective. If you only need another pivot table, copy and paste works well. If you want a full duplicate of the worksheet, use Move or Copy. Either way, you'll be able to work faster and create multiple reports from the same data with less effort.